Most people think they understand money. What if everything you were taught about money was only the beginning of the story? Let's be honest, you've been told to save money, avoid debt, maybe invest a little, and that advice isn't wrong, but it's dangerously incomplete. It only covers the first level of a three-level system that the wealthiest people in the world quietly operate in. Today we're going to break down all three levels in a way that is clear, honest, and brutally practical. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly where you are, why you're there, and the specific thinking shift you need to move up. First, let's watch everyday money in motion. Commutes, choices, and trade-offs we rarely notice. This is the system most of us operate in without thinking about it. Quick note, data shows habits, not luck, drive outcomes. Tiny financial decisions compound massively over time. Keep this in mind as we move forward. Hey, real quick, if this is changing how you see money, hit that like button and subscribe. We break down exactly this kind of content every single week. Don't miss the next one. Hit subscribe right now. You work to pay bills. Every raise becomes a bigger bill. The month ends before the money does. Level 1 is the default state of modern financial life. You're not necessarily poor. You might earn good money, but your entire relationship with it is reactive. Money comes in, money goes out, and the cycle repeats. The defining characteristic of level 1 is this: if you stopped working tomorrow, your life would fall apart within 60 days. Your income is 100% tied to your time and labor. You have no financial buffer that works independently of you. Every raise is immediately absorbed by new expenses, a better apartment, a newer car, more subscriptions. Income grows, but savings don't. This is called hedonic adaptation, and it's the single biggest trap keeping people stuck in level 1. Without 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, every surprise becomes a crisis. A medical bill, a job loss, a car repair. These turn into debt spirals for people in level 1. Emergencies get funded with credit cards, which creates the next trap. Not all debt is bad, but consumer debt, credit cards, personal loans, buy now pay later schemes, is a tax on impulsiveness. The average American carries $6,500 in credit card debt at 24% APR. That is a massive ongoing leak in your financial bucket. Level 1 thinking frames money as scarce and scary. Talking about it feels uncomfortable. Looking at your bank account brings dread. This emotional avoidance prevents the logical decisions that would actually change the situation. The problem is never the income. The problem is always the relationship between income, spending, and the identity you've built around both. Core principle of behavioral finance. Here's the brutal truth. Most people don't leave level 1 because they're waiting for more money to arrive. But level 1 isn't an income problem. It's a system problem. The system needs to change before the income matters. The exit from level 1 requires 3 specific actions happening simultaneously: building a cash buffer, automating savings before lifestyle, and eliminating high-interest debt. Level 1, exit checklist. 1. Build a 3-month cash buffer. 2. Automate savings before lifestyle. 3. Attack all high-interest debt immediately so momentum can start working for you. Your money starts working, but here's the trap most people fall into. They stop here thinking they've arrived. Welcome to level 2, where roughly 21% of the population lives. You have savings, you have investments, you're building net worth. Compared to level 1, this feels extraordinary. And it is. But level 2 has its own ceiling, and most people never see it coming. The key characteristic of level 2, your money is growing, but you are still the primary engine. You're investing well, but your identity, status, and decisions are still driven by accumulation. You measure success by the size of your portfolio, not by what that portfolio enables you to actually do and experience. Consistent investing, regular contributions to index funds, retirement accounts, and diversified portfolios. The magic of compounding begins here. Time in market consistently beats timing the market. Asset accumulation, real estate, equities, bonds, a growing balance sheet. Net worth climbs year over year with discipline. Level 2 people understand the difference between assets and liabilities.
Insurance, wills, emergency funds. Level 2 people think defensively as well as offensively about money. They protect the downside while growing the upside.
Tax efficiency, maximizing 401k, Roth IRA, HSA contributions. Understanding that how you keep money matters as much as how you earn it. Every dollar saved in taxes is a dollar that compounds. Level 2 has a trap, and it's invisible precisely because level 2 feels like success. The trap is called accumulation identity, where your sense of self-worth becomes fused with your net worth. You become obsessed with the number. You delay joy. You over-optimize. You forget what you were saving for. The other level 2 trap is over-diversification into complexity. People start chasing edge cases, crypto side projects, angel investing in cousin startups, leveraged ETFs, without the foundational knowledge to handle the downside. The goal of money is not to have more money. The goal of money is to have more choices. Never confuse the tool for the outcome. Morgan Housel, The Psychology of Money. The transition from level 2 to level 3 is the rarest move in personal finance. Not because it's mechanically difficult, but because it requires a complete identity shift around what money is for. Most people who reach level 2 spend the rest of their lives there, endlessly optimizing a machine without ever asking where the machine is driving them. Level 2. Benchmark. You're solidly in level 2 when your net worth grows, even in months you don't actively think about it. Your systems. Automatic contributions, diversified allocation, low-cost index exposure are doing the heavy lifting. This is where money stops being something you chase and starts being something you use, consciously, deliberately, on your own terms. Level 3 is not a dollar amount, it is a state of being. It's the point at which your passive income, from investments, royalties, businesses, real estate, exceeds your desired lifestyle expenses. At this point, working becomes optional. Not because you stop caring, but because care is no longer driven by financial pressure. Only about 1% of the population reaches level 3. And the surprising truth is that many of them don't have billion-dollar net worths. Some have a net worth of $800K. Some have $3. The number depends entirely on what your desired life actually costs. Level 3. People engineer income streams that don't require their presence. Dividend portfolios, rental properties, digital products, royalties, silent partnerships. The question they always ask is, how can this money make more money without my time? If your investment portfolio can sustain a 4% annual withdrawal indefinitely, based on historical market returns, you've reached financial independence. A 1.5 million portfolio means $60K per year, forever. The number that matters is your number, not society's number. Level 3 requires defining what enough looks like for you, specifically, honestly, and without comparison to others. This is the rarest skill in modern consumer culture, and the most powerful financial decision you will ever make. Level 3 people optimize for time over stuff. They buy back hours. They delegate aggressively. They understand that a $200 taxi ride that saves 90 minutes is a wildly profitable transaction. Time is the ultimate non-renewable resource. At level 3, the conversation shifts from, what can money give me, to, what can I do with money that outlasts me? Philanthropy, generational wealth transfer, funding causes, and mentoring others become active parts of the financial plan. Financial independence is not about being rich, it's about having options. Options over your time, your energy, your attention, and who you spend them with. Core principle of the FIRE movement. The paradox of level 3 is this: most people who reach it didn't arrive by pursuing wealth relentlessly. They arrived by defining what they actually wanted, working backwards, building systems, and refusing to let lifestyle inflation consume the surplus. The formula is simple: know your number, build passive income toward it, cross the threshold, design the life you actually want. Simple. Not easy, but completely available to anyone willing to think differently. Level 3. Test. Could you stop working today and maintain your desired lifestyle indefinitely from passive income alone? If yes, you are in the 1%. If no, you now have a precise, mathematically knowable gap to close. Where do you stand? The full picture. Awareness is the first step. You cannot change a level you cannot see. Level 1. Survival. Reactive to money. Consumer debt cycles. Zero passive income. Fear-driven decisions. No financial buffer. Level 2. Growth. Building assets actively. Consistent investing. Minimal passive income. Accumulation identity. Needs labor to grow net worth. Level 3. Freedom. Passive income. Shopper mind. Lifestyle. Time-first decisions. Freedom as the default. Clarity on enough. Legacy. Mindset. Active. Step 1. Diagnose your level. Honestly, write down your monthly income, monthly expenses, total debt, total savings, and current passive income. No assumptions, real numbers. Step 2. Close the level 1. Gaps. Eliminate all high-interest consumer debt. Build 3 months of expenses in cash. Automate 15 to 20% savings before spending. Step 3. Engineer level 2. Systems. Max your tax-advantaged accounts. 401k, Roth IRA, HSA. Invest in low-cost index funds with a clear asset allocation strategy. Build slowly, consistently. Step 4. Define your freedom number. What does your ideal life actually cost per year? Multiply that number by 25, the 4% rule. Write it down. Step 5. Build passive income. Toward that number. Dividend income, rental yield, business distributions, royalties. Layer these streams intentionally over time. Track your progress monthly. The most expensive thing is not knowing this. Every year you spend in level 1 without a plan is a year of compounding you'll never get back. The best time to understand this was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. We've covered 3 levels that most financial advice never distinguishes between. Level 1 is about survival, breaking the reactive cycle. Level 2 is about growth, building a machine that accumulates wealth. Level 3 is about freedom, having a machine that funds your life without your daily labor. The biggest insight from this entire framework is this: the transition between levels is never about money first. It's about identity, philosophy, and clarity first. Money is downstream of how you think about it. 3 questions to ask yourself right now. 1. What level am I actually at? Honestly. 2. What is the one specific thing keeping me from the next level? 3. What is my exact level 3 number, annual cost x25? Don't mistake busyness for progress. Don't mistake accumulation for freedom, and never mistake financial complexity for financial wisdom. Your one action today: calculate your level 3 number. Take your desired annual lifestyle cost. Multiply it by 25. Write it down somewhere visible. That number, and only that number, should guide your financial decisions from this point forward. That's the full framework. 3 levels, 1 direction. If this video gave you clarity, like it and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you're not subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that button, turn on the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.